transform the free radicals back into stable molecules for the benefit of the human body. And that's how you protect the DNA. The filter over the phone, so you're not subject to the blue light that tricks your brain during the nighttime into thinking no need to produce the hormone instruction melatonin to prepare for the rest, more rather produce leptin, which is a hormone that tells you you're hungry. So you over here eating after 10:30, throwing off your circadian rhythm, and your cells clock out at 10:30 in the night. Like, yo, I don't care what you eat. We're going to just put that shit in the colon. And nigga, if you wake up in the morning, you want to eat breakfast, which is the break fast. That's how you know you ain't supposed to eat for X amount of hours, because you're supposed to stop eating at least by 10:30. Maybe you pick up a meal 9:30 a.m. So maybe you go at least 10, 11 hours without eating. So when you do eat, you break fast. And when you break fast, what are you going to break fast with? One of some of the best things you could break fast with when you wake up is a pear, apple, or watermelon. But peep game, because they're highly water soluble, and it's just to start the furnace to get the hydrochloric acid popping. And what you don't want to do early in the day is start off with a alkaline water that's over 8.5. It's too alkaline, especially if you have if you have digestive problems. The last thing you need is too high an alkalinity for your water, because it's going to diffuse the potentiality of your hydrochloric acid being able to be effective when it comes time to break down food. So when the day starts off, you want to jumpstart your stomach. So if you're going to drink a high alkaline water, you do it during the afternoon, midday. But when you start your day off, everything's just starting to turn on. You say, okay, what I don't want to do is drink something too alkaline. I'm going to keep it at 7.5, something like that. We don't want to go to the 8.5 until the afternoon when shit gets real. Shit gets real in the afternoon. You want to, intensify the game. But you take apples or pears or watermelon, jumpstart your furnace. They're highly water soluble. Fruits and vegetables are water with different amounts of minerals and vitamins. Like, for example, a cucumber is 96% water. But you could bust a nigga head open damn near with a cucumber. But the shit is 96% water. So what the fuck is the other 4%? So you know what it's like? It's like the very opposite of that is buying something that says 5% juice and looking at a whole gallon of that shit saying, what the hell is that? What's the other 95%? That's how fruits and vegetables are. They're water that's identified by the specific amount of vitamins and minerals they have. So based on the water you're about to take in, it's probably kale. Based on the water you're about to consume for the day, it's probably a cucumber. Okay, and this is why when you actually eat foods that's water soluble, you normally don't have to drink nothing with it. Yeah, like really watch how the game works. When you eating water soluble foods, you don't really need a drink next to it, because you're getting all the water you need from the food you're eating. And anytime you really need to drink with your food, when you really have to drink with your food, that's because the food you consuming ain't got enough water in it.
Hey, man.
Or you're not used to eating food with water in it.
Hey, hold on. I just need to shout out. We was just at 666 viewers. So shout out to 666, man. Breaking down the science of it. Since we talking about science, it comes up in numbers all the time. But to piggyback off that,
real quick, let me just say this. That watermelon, niggas don't want to eat watermelon because slavery. The stigma from slavery where the white man gave us watermelon. We don't want to eat pears because of the pear shape. Women don't want the pear shape. They want the number 8 shape. They don't want the, no titties, but she has an ass shape. And then we don't want to have apples because the Garden of Eden, because of the stigma from the Bible, that's when we got introduced into sin. So the very 3 things that we could start the day off with, they got a subconscious programming in our mind that make us want to run away from it. True story. But go ahead. I just wanted to throw that out there.
You say that a lot of y'all need to be monitoring your stool.
Yes, the color, the size,
the consistency of it, the texture. Is your stool broken up? Is it clumpy? Is it coming out like when you use in the bathroom? Is it going plop? Is it plopping in the water and splashing? And if it's hard like that, then that means you're most likely dehydrated, and you need to change a lot of the foods that you put in your body. You may be drinking sodas. You may be consuming that are just bound up in your intestines, and got you clogged up and backed up. You might need to try some sort of cleanse, and definitely go without eating for a while. You know, you could give yourself a break. You know, you could go a couple days. You could eat just fruits for the next week, or you could do smoothies. You know, invest into some herbs, because what you want to do is you want to get your stool coming out in a coil. You want that thing to come out in one shot, man. Bop, one coil, and you're done. You don't be pulling for hours and going through pain and grunting and grimacing.
It's crazy.
It's coming like that. That just lets you know, like, what did you put in your body? Hey, Poe. Now, remember when I did my first cleanse, you took me down there with the Sabi, right?
Yeah.
You took me down there. You was like, nah, I got you. You good. I'm telling you, I'm going to take you down here, my man Sabi. We went down there, brought the herb. I brought like 500 worth of herbs. Man, got back to your house, man. It went down in that. Hey, you had to hand me extra rolls of TP through the door. I was in there going crazy, man. But, you know, I always liken that to the exit. When I went through what I went through, it's crazy. I went to the bathroom, right? This man's bathroom, right? That's how you know he's my man. He let me stay in his bathroom. I tore the club up, right? I tore the club up, right? So I'm in there, and all I can remember is it was so vicious. It was so vicious. It felt like at some point I had to stand up and take a break. I had to stand up and be like, yo, all right, hold up, body. Hold up, nigga. What is going on?
Hold up, nigga.
Hold up, body. I don't want to lose nothing. With so much.
Word up. Like, what's left?
So much shit was coming out. I was worrying about, am I shitting out my organs at this point? Because it's
real shit.
But that's the way them herbs hit me. And the way Sabi was compounding them joints, it just was the right everything. And it went the picture, my before and after was on it. I love to work with you via email, whatever.
Yeah.
She ignored me. She ignored me for like, I want to say like 4 days. She didn't respond back. And I was like, oh, it's okay, whatever. So I forgot about her. You know how we moving, we doing so much. I forgot about the young lady. But I had left my phone number and my email. I got a phone call from a number out of the country. So I'm looking at it because, I mean, I know so many people and I'm connected. Like, I ain't trying to miss no check. I ain't trying to miss no bag.
I hear that.
Like, man, this might be the bag calling me. So the phone, and I hear this accent, and, you know, she's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? She's like, yeah, this is such and such. And I'm like, I'm trying to remember because now I'm in an awkward, like, I don't even remember who this person is. It's like looking weird. Like, who is this? So she's like, no, it's such and such from Instagram. I seen you. I was like, oh, the young lady. I'm like, oh, what's going on? How you doing? It was only 4 days and I had forgot about her. From me thinking she was the most amazing person I ever heard, right?
Yeah.
So she hits me and she's like, the craziest thing happened. You hit me up. And I just kind of was thinking like, man, we so far apart. It wouldn't work if we worked. I don't know. Maybe I was overthinking it, but I kind of, you know, downplayed you. But, you know, 3 days after you hit me, somebody called me and said they wanted to fly me to LA to do a job for them. So yeah, I'm coming to LA tomorrow. She literally came to LA and walked into my studio 4 days after I seen her on Instagram and wanted to work with her after her downplaying it because she thought it was just too long distance of a musical relationship or whatever, and walked into my studio and we worked. And things like that have been happening since I changed my diet, since I tapped into sun gazing or solar gazing, you know, screwing into the earth, being more one with nature, putting natural things in my body, keeping unnatural things out, having natural conversations, having natural friendships, natural builds, knowing where to naturally be led, you know, knowing where to be in the world. For instance, I thought about this the other day. The night that YG had got shot in the studio, I was invited. And I thought about that because YG, my man, and he even sent my son some of his clothing line and stuff, and I rock with YG. And I thought about it. I was like, man, I was telling somebody about governing your energy and going into the right diet and just being in that right space. How you say fights never happen at the vegan spot, you know? So
Word up.
so I was like in a state of knowing where to put my being. And I got a text like, yo, I'm going in the studio. I'm gonna be with YG. Pull up. Now I've been wanting to do a song with YG for a minute because that's my dog. Every time we see each other, we like, yeah, dog, well, whatever. I'm gonna get with you, but you know how it be. So I was like, damn, I need to go fuck with YG. But then something in my energy told me like, yo, fall back, just fall back. And I was like, damn, like I really need to go. So I thought about that the other day when I was telling somebody about me governing my energy, and I was like, hold on, who sent me that text? So, you know, in the iPhone, you can search the text through like parts of the conversation. So I typed in YG, put it in there, Poe, guess who sent me the text?
Who's that?
Nipsey.
That's wild.
Fam, listen, it's so deep. It made me almost emotional because Nip was my dude and YG is my guy. And what more situation would I would not want to be in than be in the studio with Nip and YG, right? I don't know if Nip actually even made it to the studio that night, but he was hitting me saying, yo, you know, he always used to hit me up, yo, Paul, come through, whatever. And just in my energy, someone was like, chill. Then I heard that something happened to YG, and I immediately hit Nip the next day. I still got the text message. I'm a screenshot and send it to you, Paul. I immediately hit Nip the next day, like, yo, what's up with bro? He good? He's like, man, yeah, he's straight or whatever. And then I think somebody had told me they seen him outside, like not too long after that. I was like, man, that's YG for you, man. He